slope and deflection. So we have to calculate slope and deflection for B and C. Okay, for 2 points, for point B and point C, as shown in the figure. Young's modulus is given E equal to 210 into 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square. Okay, and I, moment of inertia I, is 120 into 10 to the power 6 mm raised to 4. Right? Is it clear? Visible, no? So the beam goes like this. So the moment of inertia is varying in this particular numerical. This is a cantilever beam, 1.5 like this. Here there is a UDL of 200 kilonewton per meter. This is for 2 meters, right? And this is for 1.5 meter. And there is no point load and all. This is point A, this is point B, and this is point C. So this is the beam. We have to find the slope and deflection at point B and at point C. So these both points we have to find. Okay. So let us start. First, I need to find the unknown reactions. Unknown reactions, matlab, this is a cantilever. So at a cantilever, I will have a horizontal reaction. I'll call it HA. I will have a vertical reaction. It is called as VA. And then we will have a moment. Let us call it as MA. So first we will find all these three unknowns using the equations of equilibrium. And then we will plot the bending moment diagram. So when I want to find, I take summation f of x equal to 0 or summation f of h equal to 0. There is no other horizontal force. So HA becomes equal to 0. Then we will take summation f of y equal to 0. What vertical force are there? VA plus VA and minus 200 into 2, right? So 200 into 2, that is 400 equal to 0. So what is the value of VA? It is 400 kilonewtons, right? So this is VA. And if I want to take MA, if you want to find MA, summation MA equal to 0 or moment at A equal to 0, then how do you calculate? This MA is minus MA, which is the reaction. And here 200 into 2, that is at the center, and this distance, that is 2 by 2 plus 1.5. So it is plus 200 into 2 is the point load, into distance would be 2 by 2 plus 1.5. Okay. What is the value of MA, please? Somebody calculate and tell me. 200 into 2 is 400. This becomes 1 plus 1.5, 2.5. 400 into 2.5. How much?
1000.
1000. So 1000 kilonewton meter is the reaction value at this point, right? Reaction value of this it is. It is not reaction value or moment at this point, but because there is a change in cross section or moment of change in cross section, that's why the moment of inertia is changing over here. So we will have to find the moment at this point also while drawing the bending moment diagram, right? In this question, this is 2I and this is going to be I, right? Because there is a change in cross section and they've given you EI values. So once this is done, we have to draw the bending moment diagram now. So to draw the bending moment diagram, we'll do one thing. I'll just flip another paper. I draw once again this beam and we'll draw the bending moment diagram for this. So this is your UDL here of 200 kilonewton per meter. This is 2 meters. This is 1.5 meters, right? Now let us draw the bending moment. So for bending moment diagram, first let us just draw the bending moment diagram, okay? BMD. I'm not considering the EI. So when we draw the bending moment diagram, I have the value of bending moment at A. This is A. Here you will have B and this is the point C. So bending moment at C will be 0 here only because it is a free end. What is the value of bending moment at B? What will be the value of bending moment at B? It is going to be 200 into 2 into 2 by 2, correct? 200 into 2 into 2 by 2. That makes it 400 kilonewton meter, right? So bending moment at B would be 400 kilonewton meter, 400 kilonewton meter. And bending moment at A we have already found, that is 1000 kilonewton meter. Now this is a UDL, so there will be a parabola coming into picture, and from here to here there is no UDL, it is a straight line. Join this, it is a negative bending moment because it is a cantilever beam hogging. Right, this is a regular bending moment. Now what we have to do after this, there is moment of inertia changing, right? So I have to draw M by EI diagram. This is just bending moment diagram. This is 2I, this is I. So I need to draw M by EI diagram. How to draw M by EI diagram? Whatever is the value of the bending moment, here I is 1. So 400 by 1, 400 ho jayega. Here only there is deflecting. I becomes 2. So M is 400 divided by 2I, matlab 200. So it will go on top. So I'll show you how. And then here 1000 divided by 2, that is 500. So M by EI diagram, here it is 0 only. At this point, I'll have two values. One is first 400. So let us show first 400. This is 400 kilonewton meter. And then 400 by 2, because here only at the same point 2I has happened. So 400 by 2 matlab I'll have another value of 200 kilonewton meter. I get two values. So this will be a parabola, SA, and then this goes up straight line, right? And then this side, 1000 divided by 2 is 500. So I'll mark 500, say this is 500 kilonewton meter, and this becomes a straight line like this. This is a parabola and this is a straight line, and I'll have two values. This value is 200 kilonewton meter, okay? And this is 400. So this is called as M by EI diagram. Right? This is M by EI diagram. Now, whenever we take moments and we find the shear force, when we draw the conjugate beam and all, we use the M by EI diagram, like we used in moment area method. Now, let us draw the conjugate beam. This is just M by EI diagram. Now, let us draw the conjugate beam. Conjugate beam, matlab, wherever is fixed, that becomes free. Free end becomes fixed end. So, let us draw that. So, this goes like this. This free end becomes the fixed end now. Okay. And these values will not change. So here is B point, here is C point. Take a parabola, then draw a straight line, and then again straight line and this, right? It is hogging, so your arrows will go on top. If it was a positive bending moment, arrows will come at the bottom, but this is hogging, so arrows will go on top. Values will remain same. That is, this is 400 by EI. Here value is going to be 200 by EI, and this is 500 by EI, right? We know the distances. This is B point, this is C point, this is A point, this is 2 meters, right? And this is 1.5 meters. Any doubt with the conjugate beam or the M by EI diagram? Clear? Any doubt with this? Yes, no, you can also type it, no problem. Any doubt? You are there, no? Yes, okay, fine. Thank you, Shabas. So now I will need the shear force and bending moment. Matlab, I'll be taking the area, no, area of this. So we have to divide this figure. What we will do, this we know. This is a cubic parabolic curve, no? Ye ek figure ho jayega. Now this, what we will do, we will divide it into two parts. One would be a rectangle, one would be a triangle. Now look, this value is 200. So this line comes like this 200. Matlab, this height is going to be 200 by EI, and remaining height would be how much? 500 minus 200 is 300 by EI. Right? I have divided this figure now. This will remain as it is. This side figure, I will divide it into a rectangle and a triangle. Total is 500. Ye line ko if I project, this will become, because this value is 200, so this much will be 200. So this is 200. 500 mein agar this is 200, remaining would be 300. Right? So this is 300 by EI. Divide and take, because we will need to calculate the areas and all when we are calculating the reactions. Now here in this diagram, because this is your fixed end, I will have three reactions: HC, VC, and moment at C, MC. I have to find these three values, right? Reaction values. How you find? HC becomes 0, directly because there is no horizontal. I need to find the value of VC, that is reaction at C. So what I do, I will take all this. So plus upar ja raha hai, so plus VC, and then area of this becomes as plus, then area of this rectangle goes into plus, and area of this triangle goes into plus. Clear? Now this, when we have a parabolic figure like this, what is the area of this? It is 1/3 base into height. Area of this is 1/3 base into height. Yesterday what we saw, that was a cuboid like this. ये figure अलग, ये figure अलग, दोनों को mix मत करो, right? So this had a different area formula, this is a different area formula because this is coming like this, right? So now I have to take the area of this. So area of this, area of this, and area of this, right? So VC ऊपर जा रहा है plus, then plus. Let us take this area. Area of this would be 1/3. Base is 2. Height is how much? Total height is 400 by EI. Okay, ये हुआ area of this. Then plus. Let us take the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle is 1.5 into 200. So 1.5 into 200 by EI. Okay. Then plus area of this triangle. Half. Base कितना है? 1.5. Height is 300 by EI. Anything else? Equal to 0. So from here I get the value of VC. ये भी plus है, ये सब भी plus है, इसीलिए VC value comes in negative. So somebody calculate this all and get me the value of VC, please. I hope you all are sitting with the calculator. 1/3 base into height is for this. L into B is for the rectangle. Half base into height is for this triangle. Get me the value of VC. Anybody is calculating? I'll wait till you calculate.
791.66.
Yes, correct. So minus 791.66 by EI. I can substitute for EI here also, but we will keep it. We will substitute it the last only. No problem. Okay. So VC we calculated. That is the reaction at C. Now what is left? HA hua, VC hua. Now moment at C we have to calculate. Moment at C matlab I have to take the moment of these areas about the point C. Right. So we will take the moment. So I'll keep this diagram here so that we need to write the moment now. Moment equation like this. So let us take moment. So summation M moment at C equal to 0. Let us take. So that makes it, this is clockwise rotation what I've shown reactions. So that is MC positive, right? Then this all will go in anti-clockwise. ऐसे जाएगा. No, this is also clockwise. This is also clockwise. All will go in positive only. Positive or negative? Where will take the moment? It will go on that. If I take a moment at this point, A point, then these all will go in negative. If I take a moment at this point, then they'll go in positive. But if I want to consider this, I will not take moment at this point because ये 0 हो जाएगा. Let us take moment at A. That would be better. So moment at A, when I take, this will come plus MC and these all will go as negatives, right? So let us take moment here. So now let us start. So rectangle. Rectangle ka how we will do? L into B into half of 1.5 CG of the rectangle. So let us start. So first area, that is 200 by EI into 1.5 is the area. CG let us multiply 1.5 by 2. This is for rectangle. Okay. This goes in minus. Then again minus. Triangle. Triangle is, this is minus. Half base is 1.5, height is 300 by EI. Okay, half base into height into CG. CG is going to be 1/3 of 1.5 because this is a 90 degree यहाँ पे है, so this distance would be 1/3. This distance is 2/3. I'm taking moment here, so 1/3 of 2.5. Sorry, 1.5. Then minus this one. Now this area we know. What is the area of that? 1/3 base into height. Base is 2. Height is how much? 400 by EI. Right? 1/3 base into height into its CG. Now when I'm taking CG of this, how you take? It is going to be 1/4. Such figures, CG here is, this distance is 1/4. 1/4 of 2 plus 1.5. So CG distance is 1/4 of 2 plus 1.5 equal to 0. Right? Calculate the moment of value of moment at C. Only this is unknown. These all will go to the right hand side. You'll get a positive value here. Someone please calculate and get me the value. Area CG, area CG, area CG. This is 400, okay? Give me in terms of EI only.
Two 268.66.
How much? 268. ನನ್ನ ಕಡೆ ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಐತಿ.
87 point.
Yeah, 87.
0.5. 870.83.
Into 10 raised to something is there? It's just 870.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, correct. Right. 870.83 is correct. 870.833 it is. So chalega. 870.83 by EI. This is the moment at C. Suraj, just check a calculation mail. It must have gone wrong. Now we have found the moment at C and we got the values of movement and we found the values of the reactions. Now next what we will do? We have to get the slope. They've asked us to find theta B and theta C. That is, I need the shear force at B and shear force at C. Correct? So I will write here first. Slopes. So let us say slope at B, right? Slope at B is theta B, which is going to be nothing but shear force value at point B of the conjugate beam. CB is conjugate beam, right? So theta B is going to be shear force at B is what value? What is shear force at point B? How you will calculate shear force point value at point B? How to calculate shear force value at point B? At C we calculated, no? 791. How you calculated at point C? At point C when we calculated, we took all this VC and then from one side we started plus VC and these all were also there, so minus mein aa gaya. So now I want to calculate like that shear force at point B. How you will calculate? Any one side of the beam say you will start. If you're starting from here, this is plus VC and then area of this. If you're starting from this side, it is these two. Correct, no? So now tell me how to calculate. You tell me, I will go accordingly.
Right side.
We'll go from right side. So shear force at B when we are calculating, it would be plus VC ऊपर जा रहा है and plus VC and area of this. That area of the, how much is that area? 1/3 base is 2. It's visible. 1/3 base into height is 400 by EI. Right? VC value we have. VC value is minus 791.66 by EI plus 1/3 into 2 into 400. Get me this value please, theta B. (400 by EI). This is also. (800 by 3). And this.
Minus 527.33.
You're getting 27.33.
527.
527.33. Correct?
Minus
By
80.
minus 80. Okay. Theta, you can keep it as it is, plus only. 527.33. This is the value of theta b. Correct. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು, what you can do, यहाँ पे आप EI को substitute, values of EI. 527.33 divided by Young's modulus they're given. Right? How much is the Young's modulus? Beam only. Here it is. 210 into 10 to the power 9 Newton per meter square this is. Okay. And I is in mm. Either convert this in meter or convert this into mm of your choice. Let us convert this only. Meter square को mm square में बनाना है तो क्या करना है? For this value, I will divide by 10 raised to 6. So 10 raised to 6 and 10 raised to 9. What will be remaining? 210 into 10 raised to 3, right? So 210 into 10 to the power 3 into I value is 120 into 10 to the power 6. Now this is also mm, this is also mm. Get me the theta value, please, theta b. It will be small number because these two will go on top, no? Got?
2.09 into 10 to the power minus 11.
09 into 10 to the power minus 11 banta radians. Just check 1 second. Because see, one thing is very clear. Or convert this into meter. If I want to change this, what I can do is 210 into 10 to the power 9 ऐसे रखना है and 120 into 10 to the power 6 is in mm raised to 4. I want it in meter raised to 4. So mm to meter when you're converting, what do? You divide or you multiply? You multiply. 1 mm equal to how much meters? 10 raised to minus 3 raised to 4. 1 mm is 1 meter is 1000 mm. So on that basis, you can either convert this into meter or convert this into mm and get the value, right? So this was theta b. Then let us find theta c, right? They have asked us to calculate theta c. So theta c would be nothing but shear force at point C of conjugate beam. Now we have already calculated. BC only is your theta c, shear force at C, right? Therefore, it is nothing but the value of BC, that is 791.67 by EI, right? This would be your theta c value in radians. You can substitute for EI later on. So this is theta c. Then we have to calculate now the deflections. So when we calculate the deflection, say deflection YB, that is, we want to calculate the deflection at point B. So when we're calculating the deflection at point B, it is the bending moment at B of the conjugate beam. Matlab area into the perpendicular distance, right? Now, area into moment I have to take at this point. When I'm taking at this point, we'll start from here. These two figures will come into picture. So half base into height into 2/3 of 1.5 and 200 into 1.5 into 1.5 by 2. Utna hi. Either from here or from here. Both answers will be same. I want moment at B. If you're coming from this side, this area into perpendicular distance, this area into the CG. Utna hi. If you're coming from here, iska area into CG or matlab and this MC value has to be taken. Moment at C we have calculated na that. Don't forget this moment at C. Any of the two, either start from left or from right, answers will be same. So deflection at B is given as bending moment at B of the conjugate beam. So let us take it from the left side. I'm considering it from the left side, right? So left side, so when I come, I have these two figures. So I'll write that. The diagram is visible. I'll just fold this. so that the diagram is also visible when I write. Abhi. First rectangle, that is 200 by EI into 1.5. CG is what? 1.5 by 2. Correct? And we have a triangle. Triangle is half base into height is 300 by EI. CG of this triangle is what? I want moment here. So this distance, that is 2/3 of 1.5. Get me the value of YB, please. What is the value of YB?
$450.
Ma'am, 450.
Correct. 450 by EI. Substitute for EI later on, right? 450 by EI is the deflection at B. Now I want to find deflection at C. It is going to be what? Bending moment at C of conjugate beam. Matlab, I have to take moment of all this at C now. Now what all will come? This, that is 1/4 base into height into this CG distance, correct? Then this rectangle, length into breadth into its CG distance, and this triangle, half base into height into its CG plus this distance, correct? So let us do that. We'll start with this figure. Figure is clear. Okay, I'll call this also, so that we will use the figure. Now we have to take moments at point C. So first we'll start with this. It is 1/3, base is 2, height is 400. 1/3 base into height, okay, into CG. Now from here I told you it was how much? 1/4. Now other side would be 3/4, okay, 3/4. So 3/4 of 2. This distance is 3/4. For this, it is 1/4 from here and 3/4 from here. So now ours is from here. I'm taking moment here. So 3/4 of 2. This is for that parabolic figure. Okay. Plus, take the rectangle. 200 by EI into 1.5 is the area of the rectangle. Into CG would be 1.5 by 2. Iska hua. Plus, I'm taking moment here. I have to add this. Plus 2. Right? And third one, half base into height. So half base into height is 300 by EI into CG. CG would be, this is 1/3, this is 2/3. So 2/3 of 1.5 plus 2. 2/3 of 1.5 plus 2. Get me this value, please. YC, moment at C, deflection at C.
$1,900.
1900, correct. 1900 by EI, mm. Mm or meter. If you're substituting this in mm, then mm. If you're substituting in meter, then meter. Okay. This is the deflection at point C. Understood? So what is the procedure you do? For the given beam, draw the first bending moment diagram, then draw M by EI diagram, and then convert it into conjugate beam. And then on the conjugate beam, take the shear force and bending moment diagrams. Clear? We'll take one more numerical quickly. So the first numerical was a bit slow. We'll take one more numerical quickly. Okay. Second, determine the slope deflection of the loaded cantilever beam as shown in the figure. So this is your cantilever beam. 3 and 4 meters. Okay, so this is 4 meters and this is 3 meters. right? And then we have the UDL over here. And here at the end, there is a point load of 10 kilonewtons. Okay. Now combination aa gaya. This is 2I, this is I. A, B, C as usual. So we have to find the slope and deflection. They have not told which point. We will do for like previously for B and C both we will find. Okay. So now what we will do first step is what? We have to draw we have to find the reactions. So let us find the reactions. Summation f of x equal to 0. So I'll have here HA, I'll have here VA, and I'll have a rotation MA, correct? F of x equal to 0, so HA equal to 0. And then summation f of y equal to 0 when I take, it is going to be VA, upar ja raha hai. This load I didn't give, no? This is 1 kilonewton per meter, 1 kilonewton per meter, right? Plus VA minus 1 kilonewton per meter is acting for 4 meters and minus 10 equal to 0. This is also coming down, this is also coming down, only this is going on top. So this. So what is the value of VA? 10 plus 4, 14 kilonewtons. Okay, 14 kilonewton. Then summation M equal to 0. To take the moments now. And I'm taking the moments here, minus MA, that is this, okay, plus 1 into 4 into 4 by 2. 1 into 4 into 4 divided by 2. Okay, plus 10 into total distance, that is 7. 10 into 7 equal to 0. So what is the value of MA? It is 1 into 4 into 2, what is the 8 plus 70, 78. 78 kilonewton meter. Correct? Right? So once this is done, I have to plot the diagrams now. So we will first plot all the bending moment and all the diagrams. So the beam looks like this. I'll not draw the M by EI. I'll not show the deflected change in cross section. Here there is UDL. This is 2I. This is I. And here there is a point load. This point load is 10 kilonewton. Okay. And this is 1 kilonewton per meter. Now, when I'm drawing, what you can do is you can draw two figures. One would be for point load, one would be for UDL. So we can skip this and we'll draw only for point load, and then next set of diagrams we can draw, because conjugate beam I have to separate the loads, or else it would be a confusion. So first I am taking only for UDL, right? So only for UDL, matlab I'll not consider this. Now for this, when I want to draw the bending moment diagram, how will that bending moment diagram be? 78, I'll not write the term, okay? Here bending moment is 0. Here bending moment also will be 0. What is the bending moment at this point? It is going to be 1 into 4 into 4 by 2, correct? So bending moment at A is going to be equal to 1 into 4 into 4 by 2. That makes it how much? 8. So this value is 8 kilonewton meter. And it is a UDL, so it will go like this. This is my BMD, bending moment diagram for UDL alone. After this, I will draw what? M by EI diagram. So here it is 2I. So 8 divided by 2 makes it 4. 4 by EI is the value, and this value will be 0. It goes like this. Okay. This is my M by EI diagram. Only for UDL, draw the bending moment and M by EI diagram. Okay. Now only for this, because in conjugate beam we need the reactions of this, we have to find the reactions here, right? So if I convert this only into conjugate, here will be my fixed end. So let us find the reactions. HA becomes 0, right? Because if this is fixed. What about VA plus VA and this? So what is the value? It is going to be VA and or no, it's okay. We will consider at once only when we are drawing the conjugate. Don't do separately. This is for UDL, then take point load. Conjugate beam will draw at once. Now point load diagram would be like this. This is the point load, 10 kilonewtons, and total is 7 meters. right? Now how you calculate the bending moment values? I want at point this and at this point, right? So first, this is how many meters? 3 meters, and this is 4 meters, right? 10 into 3 is 30. So first I'll have here value 30 kilonewton meter, and 10 into total 7 is 70. So this would be 70 kilonewton meter, right? And it is a triangle. It is a triangle like this, 0 to this straight line aega. 10 into 3, 30, 10 into total 7, 70 kilonewton meter. This is your bending moment diagram. Okay. And after this, when I want to draw the M by EI diagram, which is 0, this is 3 and this 4. So here I value is 1. So that 30 will be like this only. So this is 30 kilonewton meter. At this point, I is changing to 2I. So here I'll have a deflection change. So 30 divided by 2 is 15. So this becomes 15. And here 70 divided by 2 is 35. Here value is 35. Draw this line, join this. This is 35 divided by EI. Okay. And this value is 15 divided by EI. All are triangles, right? All are triangles. This is your M by EI diagram. What I did, I took only UDL, drew the bending moment diagram, then M by EI diagram. So this value became 4. Here so it is 0. The next I took only point load, uska bending moment diagram, 10 into 3, 30, 10 into 7, 70, and then uska M by EI diagram. Clear? Now let us plot the conjugate beams. So all your diagrams have to be very right for this numerical especially. So when we draw the conjugate beam, for UDL we'll draw, right? So conjugate beam, this side is your fixed now, right? So this is 3 and this is 4 meters. This is 3 meters, this is 4 meters, A, B and C. So conjugate beam when I draw, let us draw for UDL first. So this was 0, this was also 0, conjugate beam mein, and then value came like this, right? This value was 4 by EI. This only I'm drawing. And I'll show all arrows upwards. Okay, this is conjugate beam for UDL, right? Then here only I'll draw conjugate beam for what? Point load. So conjugate beam for point load matlab I'll take this bending moment diagram. So it first was 30, and under this it was 30, then it became 15, and here it became 35. So join this, okay? And arrows upwards like this, right? This value is 35 by EI, okay? This value is 30 by EI, and this value is 15 by EI. Is the diagram clear? Any doubts with the diagram? So when I break this, see, I'll have to break it like this now. This one full triangle, this one rectangle, and this one triangle. So the breaking goes like this. 3 figures we will have. So theta B is going to be equal to shear force of the conjugate beam at point B, or shear force at B of the conjugate beam, like that. Okay. So when I'm writing the theta B, that is I want here now, theta B. This is your conjugate beam. So this will be fixed here. So let us calculate the theta B, that is shear force. Now shear force at B, what all you will consider? Did we do something wrong? No, it is correct. I have to take this value and this value, both I have to consider, of this diagram and of this diagram. Matlab, one parabolic, one rectangle and one triangle. So area of this is 1/3 base into height. So I'm calculating shear force, I'm coming from this end, right? Shear force at B. So 1/3 base is 4, height is 4 by EI. Only the areas I want, shear force, right? Plus area of the rectangle. Rectangle is 35 minus 15. How much? Total is 35. So 35 minus 15 is how much? This value is 15. 20. This height is 20. This height is 15. So when I'm doing for a rectangle, it is 15 by EI into 4. So 15 by EI into 4, right, for a rectangle. Plus for this triangle, it is going to be half, base is 4, height is 20 by EI. Total it is like this from this. So this becomes 15, this becomes 20. Right? Like this it has come. So 15 and 20, 15 and 20. So half base into height, that is half 4 into height. This upper wala, this is for this beam and this is of the rectangle. Get me this value please.
105.33.
I said point B. Okay. Fine. This is how much? 105.33 by EI. If I want theta C, that is here. This is going to be shear force at point C of conjugate beam here. So I have to take all the areas. Matlab, this one extra has to be added. So this will be as it is and extra this triangle. So I'll write here. This is going to be first 1/3. It is visible. 1/3 base is 4. Height is 4 by EI. This is parabola plus rectangle. Rectangle is 15 by EI into 4. This triangle is half, base is 4, height is 20 by EI. And then this triangle, what is the area of this triangle? Half, base is 3, height is 30. Plus half, base is 3, height is 30. Now to this 105, no, add this, Suraj. You will get that answer. What is this theta C value, please?
150.33.
Yes, 150.33 by EI. Theta B, theta C, that is slope at B and slope at C. Correct, no? You go, slope at B, matlab you will take the shear force, that is the areas of this at point this. And previous problem we came from right side, so I had taken VC. Now I came from this side, so directly I took only those two. So we found the slopes, then we have to find the deflection. Right? So let us first do, I will need this diagram. Say we will find deflection at point B, YB. Right? Deflection at point B. I need to take the area into the CG moments of these two areas. I'm coming from left side of the beam. Okay. So YB, start with this area. 1/3 base is 4, height is 4 by EI. 1/3 base into height into. This CG is what? 3/4 of 4. No, this is 1/4, this is 3/4. So I'm taking at B, right? Plus these two now. Area of this is 15 by EI into 4 into CG is going to be 4 by 2. Correct? Half of that. Next, I want the triangle. Half base is to 4. Height is 20 by EI into CG, 2/3 of 4. 2/3 of 4. Okay, get me this value. I'm finding deflection at C. So I need to take 1, 2, 3 moment of those areas about point C. So first we took this 1/3 base into height into 3/4 of the distance. Then we took this rectangle 15 into 4 and its CG, and then this triangle. Okay, get me this value.
$242.66.
242.3 or 6 something. Yeah. Okay. Now YC. Let us find the deflection at point C. Matlab, I have to take moment at this point, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 figures will come. Starting with this. I'll start with this. Okay. 1/3 base is 4, height is 4 by EI. CG is 3/4 of 4 plus 3 because this distance has to be added. So 3/4 of 4 plus 3. Next, rectangle. Rectangle is 15 by EI into 4 into CG would be 4 by 2 plus 3. So 4 divided by 2 plus 3. Next, this triangle. It is half base into height. So half base is 4, height is how much? 20 by EI into CG would be 2/3 of 4 plus 3. So 2/3 of 4 plus 3. Okay. Next, plus this triangle. Half base is 3, height is 30. This height is 30, no? Area into CG is 2/3 of 3. That's it. This extra came and these distances changed because I'm taking moment at this point. Get me the value of YC. Done?
648.66.
Correct. 648.67. Absolutely right. This is your YC value. Now, numericals seem easier. Why? Because we know the distances. Now, in this chapter, they can give you either like this loadings, right? Like how they gave you loading over here, or they will give you like a standard case throughout UDL, etc. If it is throughout UDL, all your values will be in terms of L and W. If they give you values like this, you will get a final result in terms of magnitude. Clear? Any doubt with today's class? No?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I'm putting the link. 1 minute.